Hello, my beautiful loves. Welcome to my channel. Just to remind you all, there's 2 more weeks left before breaking toxic soul ties and attracting in the love that you truly desire begins. If you would like to sign up for that workshop, that will be taking place on Zoom Tuesday, 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. There will be a link in the description box that you can click on to purchase your ticket. I'm so excited to meet you all and to work with you all and to heal with you all. If you would like your own personal reading, you can send me an email, and let's get into the video. My lovely Pisces, you have a huge turnaround this week for you, like a huge turnaround. You can come out of a place of just feeling very, very confused. If you needed clarity in order for you to move forward in a situation, you are going to gain the clarity that you need, as well as an approval. Some of you are going to be approved. So if you filled out for anything, just know that, and you seem very surprised. I don't think you, I don't think you're expecting an approval that fast at all. You know, you could have even handed in your application a little bit late, or you could have just something just told you like, oh, let me just fill out this application. You wasn't really expecting anything out of it, and you end up getting an approval that makes you feel excited, but at the same time humble. You feel very, very humble. All right. You have a huge love confession that somebody is finally going to tell you, and whoever this person is, you were at your wit's end with them anyway. So you were at your wit's end with them, and you found it very, very hard. Like the connection could have been very hard, like for you to get this person to open up, for you to get this person to talk to you, for you to get this person to like tell the truth or tell you what they really feel or what they really meant by that comment. You could have really struggled with communication when it came to this person that you just gave up. You really gave up. You gave up on expecting this person to tell you how they truly feel or tell you what they were trying to hold back from you. I feel like as soon as you give up, you start to focus more on your work. And then all of a sudden, this person comes forward with a huge love confession that they've been holding in that I don't even think they wanted to tell you. All right. So if you stood your ground, let me see. I even hear what's taking you so long. This person could have held back in hopes that they were holding back in hopes that they will get you to cave in, but you don't cave in. So they have to open up to you. And I don't think they're happy about it, but they just feel like this is what needs to be done in order to save the connection or get the connection in a better place. Let me see. Let me see this person who's coming towards you this week, Pisces, who is coming towards you. Some of you too, if you were hoping, yeah, who's coming towards you, somebody who was in darkness, somebody who was just in darkness. They were going through a tough time. They were holding on to things, people, or behaviors that were preventing this connection to move forward. And just even with behaviors, they could have been a very prideful person. They were just very prideful. Like they could have been like holding on to their heart. But the truth is, if you want to go into a love connection, how can you block your heart? You can't block your heart and expect love. It's going to cause stagnation, especially if you are very, very intuitive or you thrive off of deep connections. You will be able to feel when somebody is withholding their love from you. I feel like that's what was going on. This person wanted or had high expectations for this connection, excited about this connection, but didn't want to open up their heart in order to make the connection work the way that it's supposed to. So this person, I even hear grieving. They could have been grieving the lost. It could be like even grieving the loss of like an old past life. Yeah, whoever this person is, you had an ending with already. Even like bad communication, because I even hear like, don't talk to me like that. Who do you think you're talking to? You know, some of you too, if you are changing up your wardrobe, you look very beautiful. You look very, very handsome. So getting a lot of compliments on your wardrobe or some new jewelry that you are going to be wearing. Some of you too, a lot of sales. If you've been selling something, especially like if you have a book online, if you have costume jewelry online, I see a lot of sales and you being excited. Yeah, see, there was like a lot of conflict and drama when it came to this connection and like the balance and even like the roles, you know, like this is what I'm putting into the connection. Well, what about you? You guys could have even been arguing about roles and who's doing more, who's not doing enough. This person making excuses for their behavior, making excuses of why they couldn't show up into this connection the way that you wanted them to. It just seemed like this person, they were trying like control. They were trying to manipulate and control their way into love. And this is when you stopped giving in. You got tired, honey. Baby, you said, I am tired. You were so tired that you just stopped. Let me see. Yeah. It says this connection has a very strong telepathic soul bond. All right. So if you struggled with getting balance in this connection or getting this person to open up to you, you're going to notice that both parties come in, both of you come together, and it shows perseverance. If you had any stagnancies, if you had any blocks, if you had any obstacles that was causing the connection not to grow, you're going to see that there's a perseverance. Like somebody, I even hear changing of a parents. They can be working on changing their parents if it's not even you. But I don't know, Pisces. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't really I still don't like their energy. Like, what's up with them? I don't like their energy. Like, they just seem very rigid. Who is this? Tell me more about this person. They seem like they have a rigid approach to love, or they just have a rigid way of seeing things. They don't like to be wrong. This could be a person who does not like to be wrong. They don't like to be called out. They can be a person who but they are rooting for you. Spirit says they are rooting for you. Even when you guys are, even when, yeah, you could be with an Aries. They don't like to change. You know what I'm saying? So if you call them out, if you start to see things within them that is flawed, they get pissed. Not because you're wrong. It's because they don't want to change. They have a very rigid way when it goes to love, a very rigid way when it goes to life. They're just rigid, like they're stuck in their own ways and they don't like to change. They're the type of person that's like, oh, I am who I am, you know? I also hear like, if they are doing this, if they are coming back around, if they are taking leadership of what they've done, if they are putting their guard down, it's only because they love you. It's not because they want to do it. It's only because they see you as the Empress and they feel like that you compliment them. They feel like you compliment them. They feel like you compliment their lifestyle, that you are the Empress and you are so beautiful and you are such a big bright light. It's like they're doing this because of who you are, not because of them. They're very stubborn. They're very stubborn. And deep down inside, yeah, they find you to be like the highest priest. So very, very spiritual. They find that you're like very independent and cutting with your words. Like you don't play. You don't hold back. You say what you mean. You mean what you say. You're very direct. You're very honest and you're very upfront. And you are the type of Pisces that, you know, if you feel like you're not being valued or if the person is not being accountable, if they're not reciprocating, you will shut down. And I think that part of you is what scares them. So, yeah, it's a big 3 of Swords. You release them. You guys are working on things and you release them. Big 3 of Swords energy. Their heart was broken. See, I knew it. They fell in love with you and they're just disappointed. They were waiting. They were waiting. They were so disappointed that things did not turn out the way that they were hoping it would between you and them. They could have even borderline felt like violent, but within themselves. So behind your back, if you wanted to know, like, this is when you come to the reading, you're like, I wonder what they're going through. Baby, if they could punch a hole in the wall, they would. They were just so angry, so uptight, and trying their best not to think about you, but they couldn't help but to think about you because whatever you said, the words that you said could have been very piercing to their soul. They couldn't stop thinking about it. It kept going on and on and on. in their mind. So your voice kept replaying in their mind. I hear that, yeah, you let me down. I feel like you both felt let down. You felt let down by this person because they were not showing up in the way that you wanted them to show up, you know? They could have had some behavior patterns that they're holding on to that was actually hurting you. And then you let them down by standing your ground. If you stood your ground and you cut them off because, you know, it's like, I'm not going to stick around if this is the level of love that you have to give to me, I'm going to leave. If you left, it hurt them. It made them feel like let down. They're also very, very sexually attracted to you, you know? And they do feel so happy with you. And I don't even think they want to admit that. I feel so happy with you. Like, you are probably one of the people that actually make them feel balanced. You make this person feel balanced, and they don't even want to admit that. Like, when you're around, their life just seems okay. It seems like it's a safe place. They feel like they have the strength to go on. They feel like happier in their spirit. They just feel happier. They feel lighter when you are around. I even hear I pronounce you husband and wife. You are the type that if they never seen themselves being married, you even make them think about marriage, and they don't even like that. They don't like that. They could be a person like in their head, they could have wrote every woman off and said, well, this is just how I'm going to spend the rest of my life. And I just don't even care. And then here you come along in their life, and it's like you shake up their world. You make them look at themselves. You make them check themselves, and they don't like that. You know? Will we ever make things right? They just want to make things right. They feel like you're grossed out by them. And they do need security. They do want something long lasting and secure. They really do. And I can't get enough of you. See? They needed to grow up is what Spirit is saying. Like, you had the right formula in order to make them grow up. I even hear fishing for information on you. At the end of the day, if they were quiet and tried to act like they didn't care, they would try to, if they see somebody that knows you, they'll ask them like, oh, so how is what's her name again? Try to act like try to act like they don't remember your name. What's her name again? Or what's his name again? Oh yeah, that's their name. Like, how are they doing? I haven't seen them around. Like, what's been going on with them? Damn well knowing they know your name, can they not? But yeah. So this is what you felt. It says, I cannot support your actions. So you didn't, whatever they did, it's like, I cannot support your actions. I'm not doing this. So you took a stand for yourself. Spirit says you're going to start to feel way more joy in your life. You know, you're going to feel way more lighthearted and more balanced in your life. Like, you have everything under control. I don't even know. Like, sometimes, let me tell you something, honey. Sometimes you have certain people in your life and it throws you off balance. It throws your whole life out of whack. You start to feel distracted, and your whole values and everything is all messed up. If you did walk away from this person, it says, I feel abandoned by you, and it's triggering my childhood trauma. So you walking away from them, it triggers them, you know? But they do get it. They do get it. And they need to free themselves from fear and doubt. Maybe both of you have this struggle. You both have fears and doubts. I feel like you're willing to work on it. But this person will just try to act like they don't have no fear. They don't have no doubt. And it's like, yes, you do. Stop trying to act like you're okay and you're not. They love sipping with you. They love the friendship that you guys had. So if you established a friendship before you two even fell in love, they missed that about you. They love the arch in your back. They love how free-spirited you are. They love spending on you. See, I lose myself in your love. They really do. They love your lips. They like listening to you talk. They love touching your body. They may love to like rub your knee or rub your back. They just love the way like your skin feels. And they love your touch. You make them very, very horny. They also feel like you're very therapeutic. You make this person feel open and vulnerable in ways that nobody else had. And you are the best that they ever had. But they're puzzled about you. Even right now, they're just very puzzled about you. They want to know what's going through your mind. You know, since the last time that you guys spoke, they want to know like what's going through your mind. They feel that you're very rough and freaky. You know, Some of you, if you did like leave out their house and like slam the door, they smiled. Like when you stand your ground and then just leave them, they find it so cute. But it's also very humbling to them because maybe nobody ever like stood up to them the way that you have. So let me see what else is going on with you. Watching a game. You may want to watch a game. Because I hear, what's the score? Let me see. Yeah, they're going to send you a message. They're really concerned about this connection. You know, they feel like they are a very official person. And they feel like they're a very official person. They've been working really hard. They can even feel like somebody's been taking money from them. They've been working really hard. They're trying to save up to buy a house. Or you could be working really hard because you're trying to save up to buy a house. They find you to be very official. Especially when it comes to standing on what you believe. If you speak to them about a job, they're going to try to help you as well. Let me see. I hear late nights and early mornings. You may make love to this person. Yeah. You're going to be overcoming a lot of grief. So if you spent some time like staying with yourself, crying, journaling, trying to map out your future, some of you looking at your finances, seeing what's costing you a lot and trying to stay inside to save more money, you're going to come out of this place and you're going to come into a place where you're opening up to your desires and there's way more joy in your life and giving and receiving. So you could have took some time off from people. You could have just needed to be to yourself so that you can cry, so that you can, you know, heal. Some of you just went into a little depression. I see you like eating chips and watching movies and just staying in your bed with yourself, not really wanting to do much. And you're going to be alchemizing the energy, you know. Some of you, I just heard like, I don't want to live in fear forever. Some of you, because of what you've been through in your past, it makes you like doubt people. Like, is somebody even able to love me the way that I love? Is somebody able to give me the same openness and honesty that I give them? You know, like that could have been one thing that was causing you lots of grief. You felt like what you have to offer, what you attract, and people don't have the same thing to offer. And this could have made you feel confused and upset and just not even wanting to date or be near anybody. Let me see what else is coming towards you this week, Pisces. They feel like they are horrible at communicating. Like they would, sometimes they feel like they're better off alone because the expectations that people have on them, they feel like they're not able to meet people's needs. They could have struggled with that. So what they would do. So yeah, if you were resting, you were going through a whole transformation. This person, their defense mechanism is like, well, I guess I can't be what people want. So they would just throw up their hands like, damn, every time I try to meet somebody halfway, it's never enough. So this could have had them frustrated and they just shut down and just wait and see, well, who's going to come back and put up with me? But clearly you weren't. So yeah, you have love and money that's coming towards you, especially if you came from a resting period. And if somebody passed over that you really love, you could be overcoming that or thinking about somebody that you love that you feel lots of grief about, you know. And it can make you question your health. It can make you question your like spirit and the afterworld, especially if somebody died that you know, or you know, somebody who could have passed. Some of you a year ago, you could have lost somebody a year ago that you missed. And sometimes when you think about them, it makes you think about like, I wonder how long I have left on this earth. And it may make you think about the afterlife and what's going to come for you. And Spirit just wants you to be patient with yourself. You're human. Like you're going to go through things. Like be patient with yourself. There's a lot of, like I said, anything that you were afraid of. I feel like a lot of your fears don't even come to pass, Pisces. A lot of your fears don't even come to pass. A lot of things that you're afraid of that you think is going to happen bad, it doesn't even happen to you. You're going to realize that this week. But you can doubt love. And so does this person. You both can be hard on yourself when it comes to your love life, your connection. Some of you have a fear of flying. All right, let's see with work. What's happening with work? Parenthood. Some of you are parents. You have a partnership that's coming. You have a change when it comes to your career. And this shows like your life purpose. You have found your life purpose. And you have a partnership when it comes to your job. Okay. You have somebody who's going to be investing in you. Investing in a partnership with you. You get a business deal. Yeah, you have many options. Some of you can even have sponsorships that are coming in that's going to help you. You just have a lot of different job opportunities that are going to come for you. I'm going to do a full spread on your person, and I'm also going to do more job messages and messages about your family. I send you so much love and light.